A very good morning to you. How are you doing? I hope that you're well, you're happy, you're blessed. Karibu sana, it's so good to have you here. This is MBCI TV ambapo tunabadilisha maisha by the grace of God. My name is Rachel Gahugo once again, and it's such a pleasure. We always say that you are our guest of honor, and we do not take your time for granted. We do honor you greatly. So it's good to have you here. It's the 3rd of December, finally, 2025. So we'd comfortably say Merry Christmas. As you can tell, is that right behind us, we've already gotten into the Christmas episodes. And it's so good to just be doing this. God has been so great. So I'd like to know how you've been, what you're thanking God for. There's so much to thank God for. So share with us, and we'll be happy to hear from you. So share with us your name, where you're watching us from, and what you are thanking God for. And for that, our numbers are very open. That is 0721 105 105 on WhatsApp, 23814, or SMS code, which is absolutely free of charge. We're live on Facebook on MBCI TV Facebook page, and live on YouTube on MBCI TV official YouTube page. So officially, Karibu sana, it's so good to have you here. We're going to have an amazing time. And today we are talking about mental health again. Yes, we said we'll be talking about mental health almost every month, just to make sure that we are all at a good place mentally. And it's not that we are 100% solving mental health issues. What we are doing is sensitizing, so that ukikuwa mahali hauko sawa, you know that this is what is happening to me, and you can seek help. Okay? And I'm so happy that we've gotten to a point where when you're not mentally well, you're able to understand that this is what is happening to me. Unlike kitambo, when you'd have issues and you really don't know what's going on, unajua tu hauko sawa. Also, we had a lot of stigma around mental health, such that you couldn't be able to say that I am not well mentally. Used to sound like unatakana kwenda madhari. But nowadays, we are at a good place. Yeah? And we'll know from our psychologists, because we have psychologists on set, mahali tuko, because we'd be saying that we are at a good place, but maybe hatujafika 100% mahali tunafaa kukua. So we'll be talking about all that. So if you have any question about mental health, please feel free to ask through our numbers that I've just shared, or our social media pages on MBCI TV, on Facebook and YouTube, and of course on Rachel Gahugo on all social media pages, and I'll be happy to hear from you. And not only mental health in general, if you have anything under mental health that you'd want to ask or get clarification on, you would also ask. That is, we're talking about issues of anxiety, depression, all that, and we'll be happy to just have this conversation. So karibu sana, this being the first Wednesday of December, it's good for us to start with this particular topic, so that even as we continue, we know that we'll be having a healthy month. All right? But for the people who are hearing about mental health for the very first time, and they would be wondering, why is it important for us to talk about these? We've prepared a segment for you, and that is the In History segment. So we get that, and then we'll be coming right back. Usiende mbali.
Therapy for mental health has evolved over centuries, with early approaches often rooted in superstition and a limited understanding of the human mind. In ancient civilizations, mental health issues were often attributed to supernatural forces such as demonic possession or the wrath of gods. Treatments ranged from exorcisms to bloodletting, reflecting the belief that mental disorders were caused by external or spiritual forces. Ancient Greek philosophers like Hippocrates began to move away from these supernatural explanations, suggesting that mental health conditions were linked to imbalances in bodily fluids, a theory known as the humoral theory. In the 19th century, the advent of psychiatry and the development of asylums marked a significant change in the treatment of mental health disorders. Pioneers like Philippe Pinel in France and Dorothea Dix in the United States advocated for more humane conditions in mental institutions, recognizing that patients with mental illnesses required compassionate care and structured environments. At the same time, early forms of psychotherapy began to emerge, with figures like Sigmund Freud introducing psychoanalysis in the late 19th century. Freud's theories focused on unconscious processes, early childhood experiences, and repressed memories, setting the stage for modern psychodynamic approaches to therapy. By the mid-20th century, therapy for mental health became more diversified and professionalized, with the development of various therapeutic modalities aimed at addressing a range of psychological issues. Cognitive behavioral therapy, that is CBT, developed by Aaron Beck and Albert Ellis, emerged as a practical and evidence-based approach to treat disorders like depression and anxiety, by challenging negative thought patterns. The rise of humanistic therapies led by figures like Carl Rogers and Abraham Maslow emphasize personal growth, self-actualization, and the importance of therapeutic relationship. As the field of mental health continued to evolve, the rise of medication and the deinstitutionalization movement and advances in neuroscience further shaped the way therapy is practiced today. Modern therapy emphasizes a holistic, individualized approach to mental health, combining psychotherapy with other forms of care to meet the diverse needs of those seeking help.
Perfect. So we are back, and that is what mental health is about. So if you are hearing this word mental health for the very first time, Ama, you've been hearing it, but you haven't really paid attention to it, now you know exactly what mental health is. We're getting into this conversation, and one of the main reasons why we are having this conversation today is that Mima Entertainment has prepared something for us that will be happening this week on the 6th of December, on Saturday. And we'll be having a national mental health awareness run and team building. And it's not a walk, it's a run. Yeah, the first time I heard about it, I asked, is it a walk? And they said, no, it's a run because we need to be healthy. So it's a mental health awareness run and team building. It will be happening at Afya Stadium in Nakuru. Very affordable entry and very worth it. For adults, it's only 100 shillings, and for kids, it's 50 shillings. And we'll be talking more about that. But even before we talk about that, we have a psychologist here with us on set already. Karibuni sana. It's so good to have both of you here.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And I really like to have these conversations on mental health. Sure. I feel like every time I have conversations on mental health, we get to learn something new. As much as we feel like we've talked about it enough, we really never talk about it enough. So it's good to have these conversations each and every other time.
Sure.
Yeah. So before you even introduce yourself, gifts za Christmas zimeanza, okay? So I've gotten a very beautiful pink pen. Is it pink or purple? Again, colorblind. No, hey. From Nakuru Specialist Hospital. And I see it's the t-shirt that you're wearing.
Right here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
So please introduce yourself.
Good morning. Thank you for having us. My name is Gathoni Jacqueline. I'm a counseling psychologist.
Yeah.
I work with Nakuru Specialist Hospital. Thank you for having us today.
Amazing.
Asante
sana. You know, Nakuru Specialist, you've already gotten my heart officially with these Christmas gifts.
Early Christmas
Early
gifts.
Christmas?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Asante. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is James Araka. I work with Beyond All Love Medical Center in Joro, Nakuru. We deal with mental health and also psychosocial support.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for having us.
Amazing. Now, the word Beyond All Love is a very intriguing word. So please tell us a bit about it.
Okay, Beyond All Love is a charity, also a rehabilitation center that we try help individuals struggling with mental health, and especially substance abuse or addiction, and also try to help people who cannot wale ambao hawatajiweza kwa maisha, especially people living with disabilities also. We do those kind of programs. Yeah.
Okay. Now, there's a question I love to ask our guests before we officially start and talk about mental health. In your line of duty, what would you say is occasion or a time that has really stood out for you? Positive or negative?
Trauma. Trauma, because I work in a hospital, so this is what we are dealing with at the casualty level. Patient came in, RT is a road traffic accident, and this patient has been brought in. Of course, there's that initial shock, that is trauma. Really, we get most of those coming in. And then now with geriatrics are old people who come in to be treated for either the diabetes or the high blood pressure. And what people don't know is these people, before they found out they were sick, before they found out they had diabetes or high blood pressure, or even terminal diseases, they were okay. They were just walking around. Like, you will not know someone has high blood pressure. You will not know. It's not written on their faces. So when they come in for treatment, and then you're told, now, from now henceforth, for the rest of your life, you're going to be taking medications. And these persons are silently, they're suffering alone, not able to explain, now, I'm going to have to take this medication. So we get those. Even with children, when they come in, to be treated, and you see their faces, they're unwell.
Yeah.
So in a hospital setup, you're dealing with so many issues, not necessarily one issue. And this, if it's not addressed, we treat them, they go home with their medication. But who is doing a follow-up?
Yeah.
Who gets to know how they're doing? Who knows what mentally is happening? So this needs to be addressed. They need to be encouraged. The centers that need to be set up. I mean, apart from the hospital, it's just that not everybody wants to go to hospital. They think, if I'm going to hospital, I'm sick. So they want to be treated like, I'm okay. This is not something bad. It's just that it's there.
Yeah.
And also with mothers who are pregnant. Did you know, Rachel, that even mothers who are pregnant are stressed? They have to go through the 9 months wondering, is it going to be okay with my baby? Am I going to see my baby after the 9 months?
Yeah.
You know, we silently think they're okay, they're pregnant, they're happy.
Yeah.
No, they are not all okay. I'm not saying they are not well. It's just that I'm saying there are things that we see at the hospital. There are things that we see at the MCH level, even when they're coming for clinics and things like that. And for me, the cases where I had to deal with a mommy coming in, they were going to have a baby, and then they're told the baby is no more. The baby is still in their tummy, and now I have to go and let them know with the doctors who are seeing them that, I'm sorry, mommy.
Yeah.
And then if they're there with their spouses or their partners and they're heartbroken, trauma is there, depression sets in, stress sets in. Who is going to work with these people? And then, you know, at the point of contact is, every time I have to go to this hospital is a trigger.
Yeah.
It reminds me this is where I was told I'm unwell. It reminds me this is where I was told I'm terminally ill.
Yeah.
It reminds me that this is where I have diabetes and high blood pressure. It's just we need to encourage them. So when we have not just hospitals or other centers set up, and we have, like now what Nima is doing, sensitizing what depression is, what mental health is, we're able to tackle this problem. I mean, when you have mental issues, it doesn't mean you're psychic. Yes, in some cases we say, even if you are psychotic, there's still treatment. There's help that you can get. Have people address these things. Have people sensitize that it's an issue, and then we're going to help you.
Amazing.
Yes, this is not permanent. It can be treated.
It can be
but
treated.
if you start accepting and you go through the levels of acceptance, then we'll be able to give you help.
I love that.
Yeah, don't shy away, because most people do. Like, if I'm going to talk to somebody about my problems, my mental issues, then you shy away from that. Then you're not going to receive the help that you're supposed to get.
I think that was very, very wholesome. And it's good that you've spoken about the stigma that's around the issues of mental health.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's something that we're supposed to really speak about, and not only on mental health, but also on other issues of health. Even issues on diabetes, all these. And just to know that it's just a condition.
It is not permanent.
Yeah, it's not permanent. Right. It's just a condition.
Yes,
absolutely love that.
Thank
what
you.
has been your highlight in your line of duty?
Me, personally, I'm going to speak about addiction, and that's been a very big monster, about substance abuse. And unfortunately, it only doesn't affect our mental health, also our physical health. You're seeing that in hospitals, even in the community, how deep addiction has been, the effects of addiction. Of course, especially with the availability of drugs and the generation we are in. So speaking about these things early and identifying the warning signs of this addiction, because addiction nowadays is a mental health condition. It's classified as a mental health condition. So identifying the early warning signs of addiction, this helps us treat these things earlier. And also, generally about mental health, it's all about identifying the early signs. And the treatment is from that point.
Okay. Hey. Now, for the people who are hearing about mental health for the very first time, as you said, is that addiction is also classified as a mental health issue. But the people who are hearing mental health for the very first time, or rather they haven't been very keen on the issue of mental health, what should you say mental health is in layman's language?
In layman's language, you can say mental health is how we live our daily lives, how we cope with stress, how we relate with others. With others, meaning families, friends, the relationships we have, and how we cope with stress.
Yeah.
That's basically what mental health is. And now the opposite of having a mental health condition is when you're not going to cope well with others, when you're using other coping mechanisms, like now I've said addiction or other things to cope with things. And now that's the opposite of having good mental health. Yeah.
Okay, I hear you. He's mentioned something very important, how you cope with stress. In our generation, judge me later, Gen Zs, in our generation, we hear people saying, stress kidogo, and say, mami, baby, we are mentally ill. Is that true?
You're speaking about Gen Zs. How do they cope? They go for drugs. They go for alcohol.
Yeah.
They go to do things that are devices. Of course, they're off completely. I mean, you will not even know. Like if I'm hooked to my gadget, I'm spending so much time on it. Of course, there's something I'm receiving from it.
Yeah.
But also, if I take a bit of alcohol, if I take a bit of, if I'm doing drugs, because I'm dealing with the little issue that I have. I mean, that is not the way to go about it, but that's how they are dealing with it, because they want to get out the stress, the easy way of getting out the stress.
Yeah.
Then kidogo kidogo, they get addicted. They're always looking forward to it. Now, even in as a medic, I can also tell you, like now they self-medicate. Like, oh, I'm having a little headache. Let me go for paracetamol.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm having a little pain here. Let me go. And then kidogo kidogo, they get hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're always looking for a quick fix and treating it the way they think is best to kill the pain. Because trauma, addiction, all these things connected. And the things to look out for is how this silently, you're not noticing, but kidogo kidogo, they're not taking care of themselves. They're not combing their hair.
Yeah.
Their sleeping patterns become off completely. They're spending too much time on gadget. I mean, all of a sudden you're not, if they go to church, because some of them hide behind church, they're not going to church anymore.
Yeah.
One time you see them, the other time you're not seeing them. Their shirt is a bit off. They're not buttoned their shirts. If you're used to seeing them clean, you know, they're not brushing their teeth, so their mouth smells different. So these are the things to look out for. Yeah. I think now it's just that if you're not keen enough, you will not notice it. Yeah?
Yeah.
But that is how they deal with the coping. Yes.
I love that you're mentioning about the very early signs of mental health issues.
What to look out for.
What to look out for.
Yes, ma'am.
And you've mentioned some very, we'd say tiny, but important things.
Yes.
Issues like sleeping patterns. How would you differentiate with your sleeping patterns? How would you know that now with these could be a sign that I am actually not okay, and probably this is just, insomnia?
Yeah. Those two are connected, but at the same time, it's just if you're living healthy, so 8 hours of good sleep.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not saying everyone who's not sleeping a whole 8 hours is having problems, they have issues, but ordinarily, what is advised is at least 8 hours of good sleep.
Okay.
So if there's a disturbed pattern and you have sleeping disturbances, and if you come to us and say, like, lately, and when you do not sleep well, you get migraines, you're cranky the next day, you're just completely off, you're snappy, you're moody, but it's because of the sleeping disturbances. So what we encourage is, if probably if you're working in a setup where you're just sitting down most of the time, so there's no exercises related activities, is we ask you to monitor yourself. Monitor what you're doing during the day that is distracting you from your sleeping patterns.
Okay.
Right? But if you're spending too much time on gadget, you end up sleeping around 10, 11, 12. How many hours? And maybe you need to be up by 5 or 6. Yeah? So we ask them to monitor them. But if it is persistent headaches and migraines, what we usually get occurrences with, is we want maybe to run a test or two and see what's happening internally. then if we rule out after doing some tests and see that nothing is wrong, it's just that they need to maybe work out. So we encourage, can you do some bit of workout? Take plenty of water. People don't take water. Yeah? Take plenty of water. Do those if you're in a workplace where you can able to do stairs, like maybe 10 times, go the stairs, come back. By journey, you're tired. I mean, automatically you're going to sleep. But if this continues, something is off. There's usually a connection of what is causing your sleeping disturbances. Your routines have changed. But now there's a thing, Rachel. People don't want to talk about it. They don't want to share and say, look, do you know what? Get someone who you can talk to someone, let me say this, someone you trust, someone who's not going to disclose. Disclose means letting somebody know what the problem is. Share with your friend. If you have a BFF, like I have, I work with psychologists. I have friends I talk to. I call them if whatever time in the night. That's what I do to debrief and say, look, as lately I'm not sleeping well. I also, the beauty about working in a hospital, you can walk in into a doctor's office like, look, ABCD is not happening. So lately I've seen this. So what could be happening? And then now they would rule out the problems I may be having. But for people who don't have privileges like myself, and they don't know who to talk to, like just get one friend. I mean, you cannot miss one friend. And then kidogo, if you're a Christian, maybe talk to your pastor, talk to your youth pastor if you're a Gen Z, talk to your children's pastor if you're a teacher. Just have someone know, lately, this is what I've been feeling, and I don't know how to express it, I don't know how to share it. Can you help me? Seek help. Seeking help is not a weakness. Trust you me.
It's a strength.
It's a strength.
Okay. And I love that you're talking about ways of solving things. Yes, and we'll be getting there. But now that you're speaking about opening up and speaking to people, we're in a generation where we are, and I appreciate that you're slowly embracing therapy, and you're speaking to people unlike Itambo where, you know, we wouldn't tell anyone you're going for therapy because we'll need to know what your problem is, really. But we're getting to a place where we are slowly embracing therapy. So before we get to the next point, I'd like for us to get this segment where we've gotten to ask a few people about mental health and what they know about mental health, just to know where we are at it in terms of sensitization. We've mentioned about some of the ways you'd know, but I am probably not okay mentally. We say that it's not a checkbox here, but check out and see if you have any of these symptoms. Come on, alala sana, or you're not sleeping well lately, you haven't been eating, you're not cleaning up, you know, the little things. It probably couldn't be you, but your friend, your neighbor, and you've noticed kuna kitu may change. That's a sign we need help. And we'll be talking about what exactly do you need to do once you've realized that things are not working out. Ama vitu haziko sawa. All right? But for now, I'd like for us to get the Vox Pops, and then we'll be coming right back.
Stress sana sana inakuja wakati umekosa kazi, na tuseme uko na familia, uko na watoto unasomesha, uko na nyumba inakutegemea. Unaona sasa kama una kazi yenyewe utapata stress. Na mara mingi unapata stress kama umeamkia ulikuwa jana kazi, siku kadhaa unakosa kazi, siku moja unapata kazi. Sasa unaona hiyo siku 2-3 haiwezi kuokoa. Sasa stress inaanzia hapo.
Okay, stress inaweza kuwa na vitu mingi. So unaweza kuta pia age yoyote unaweza kuta mtu yako na stress, maybe alipoteza wazazi. Maybe saa hiyo unakuta mtu amemaliza shule, maybe uni ako na degree, diploma, hizo zote, but kazi ni ngumu kupata. So stress inakuwa na vitu mingi. Biashara unaweza kuta kama hapa sasa tumefungua, vitu ni mingi, unapata mtu amekaa na anaangalia anatamani, but sasa unaona naye ana pesa, so anaenda. So stress, unaangalia tu vitu unasema yeye nimeleta vitu poa, but watu wanauliza tu. So stress maybe tuseme tu inaweza kuletwa na anything.
Stress, kitu ya kwanza, mtu akiwa na stress ni akuwe na depression. Mtu akiwa na depression ina depend yako na depression ya nini. Kama ni mtu kama ameoa, kama sisi watu wa boda, labda bibi akupea depression, kitu kama hiyo. Alafu kitu ya pili, kama unaendesha pikipiki hujalipa mwenyewe, utakuwa na stress, mbona sijamulipa? Unaona? Kitu ya tatu, stress inaweza kuja kwa familia yako. Familia yangu kutoka mashamba nimewaacha aje, wako aje, kitu kama hiyo. Lakini cha msingi kitu inaleta stress ni pesa. Pesa. Kama una kijele, kama una dao, hiyo ni stress kubwa sana. Sana. Yeah.
Stress mara mingi haswa kwa wanaume, stress inaletwa, unapata maybe ameletewa na mke, labda wengine wanapata stress ni kazi, labda kazi haijaingia vile alikuwa anatarajia. Napata mtu ako na mawazo mingi, mtu anashindwa sasa atalipa aje nyumba ya wenyewe. Kazi ikuji, kateja wakuji. Lakini sisi wote ni watu wa kuamini Mungu. Kiaminia Mungu, stress huwezi kuwa nayo. Lakini kama una ile courage mzuri na umekuwa nurtured vizuri, stress itakumaliza. Na ni kweli.
All right, we are back, and you know, what you've heard there is what's happening on a day-to-day. That is what people are facing. And we've heard a lot about stress. So I would say when you're talking about mental health issues, people really think about stress. But there's one person who mentioned about depression.
True.
What's the difference between depression and any other mental health issue?
Okay, depression, to be so clinical, it's a mood disorder. And of course, clinically when diagnosing this depression, we can start with the early warning signs, as my colleague said. The lack of appetite, lack of sleep, withdrawal, the social withdrawals, and also from the hygiene. Yeah, that's how clinically we can say someone is depressed.
Okay.
And of course, when we are talking about depression, one of the signs of depression is that stress. It's not that one of the signs of stress is depression, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
So one of the signs of depression is stress. And now that's where we talked about the coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
You heard how they have said, people how they cope, and what brings about those things.
Okay.
And of course, causes of depression are so many of late. Financial constraints, relationships,
Yeah.
So one of them talked about marriages. The struggles there.
Yeah.
Even relationships in the young people, not necessarily the married ones, the married ones I mean.
Yeah.
The boy-girlfriend relationships, there are constraints there,
Yeah.
there are issues there, and this drives people to those ends. Depression, yeah. So depression is a mental health condition. It's treatable when detected earlier.
Okay.
It's treatable. If you have a loved one, if you have a friend, or you yourself notice these early warning signs, and they are at least 2 weeks. There's a question you asked earlier about nowadays people having stress and they are saying we're having a mental health condition.
Yeah.
No, there is a time frame. No, at least 2 weeks with consistent signs.
Consistent signs for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
I think that's very important.
And then now that needs help.
Okay.
You can talk to someone.
Yeah.
You can seek help professionally. Go to institutions.
Yeah.
My colleague mentioned medical specialists. I mentioned Beyond Our Love. Go to those kind of institutions.
Yeah.
Seek help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe let's go through these warning signs vizuri, so that hakuna mtu atasema hakusikia ni gani. So you've mentioned about sleeping patterns.
Sleeping patterns.
This is either lack of sleep or unalala sana. Yeah. We mentioned about appetite.
Yes.
But hey, there are people who just don't eat. You know, let's talk
Eating
about that.
disorders. Yeah. Let me talk about the Gen Zs. I mean, I'm a mother. I have 4 children by the grace of God. I'm blessed.
Beautiful.
So I use my children as my case studies.
Gen Zs?
one is a Gen Z,
Okay.
one is a teenager, and I have
Lily.
the Alpha. Wanaitwa Gen Alpha.
Oh, Gen Alphas.
Alpha.
Yeah.
So I use them for my case studies, and I'm glad that even in the hospital, the majority of people who I work with are young youth, but I'm glad that I'm able to observe their way of living.
Yeah.
So eating could be generalized this way. First of all, if you don't have money, stress. Because if you have money, you will eat right. Right? You can go anywhere and eat a healthy meal. And if you've been educated about eating, like now, right now, I'm going through the education about eating healthy, right? But if you're in a work setup, is the easily thing to get is cheapo, smocha, and all those two things.
Guilty as charged?
Unaona? Sasa, it's there, it's cheap, I'll go for it. Instead of someone who will say, like, I know my friend Joel, he's watching, so I'm not going to say something. He will, because he's always on the move, so whatever he gets,
whatever you get to eat,
but he eats well. But does that mean it is the healthy way of eating? So, I mean, if I told you, Rachel, leo ukule githeri na uji, there's that look you're going to give me, first of all. You're even shaking your head, you're giving that look. But you see, it's githeri, healthy githeri, maybe put some avocado over there, and then maybe have some uji. Perfect. That will take you up to maybe around 1. And if possible, if you're able to eat 3 meals during the day at reasonable times, then you're good to go. But now ile haraka, nilikuwa napita tao, mahindi, nikakula haraka nikienda. So what ends up happening is you're not eating healthy, and in some cases they don't want to eat. As in, I've been told I don't look good. Nimenona. Sasa niache kukula. So I start withdrawing from eating. Na kama nimekula, I go to a bathroom and start gagging my fingers in there so I can throw up. Yes.
Actually do that?
Rachel, that's happening.
Okay.
The Gen Zs are doing that. If you're in college and there's a lot of stress and stigma, and someone is making fun of your weight, I go and gag myself in the bathroom and force myself to vomit so that can come out. So there are many ways, and this is depression related. Like now, not only in eating. There's also that stress of I'm not married.
True.
I'm silently depressed because in more women, I'm always being told utaoleo lini, utaoleo lini, all your friends washaolewa, iwe ndo bado umebaki hapo. So these people are silently depressed. They don't have anyone to ama wanataka kuharakisha, yet it's not their time. So what this affects them is they either don't feel like eating, or if they're eating too much. Na kuna wale wanapenda ma chocolate na nini. So easy ways of going to eat things that are not helping them. What I need to say is there's healthy feeding and there's also unhealthy feeding. And all this is related to depression.
And it's good that you've mentioned the actual kind of eating, the day-to-day, so that one would be able to realize that this is exactly what I'm doing. Because I understand some people would just be eating anyhow and not know that that's a problem, actually. So it's good that you've mentioned what people do on a daily basis. We've been also speaking, and sometimes I just naandika mahali, like note to self. So you're speaking, and I'm just thinking this is something that we really need to work on. You talked about withdrawals. We've had people who just say, I've not been feeling like speaking to anyone lately. And at some point, people would think that's normal. So at what point do you realize that this is becoming a problem?
Thank you. And that's an important question. And as mental health practitioners, we always tell our patients, it's okay not to be okay. But for how long? You see? So you haven't been feeling like speaking to people, but for how long? And that's why we say it. You've been having supportive partners. And just let someone know, why don't you want to speak to me? Why don't you want to speak to our, we call them gang. Gang yetu. No? having to know why. But sometimes, sometimes you don't want to talk to people.
Yeah.
It's normal, but for how long? How long are you going to be alone?
Yeah.
And if you used to enjoy talking to people, if you are an extrovert, and all of a sudden you are changing to this other person, there is a problem.
Okay.
There's literally a problem. And when you are not speaking to people, that means you're hiding a lot.
Okay.
You're hiding a lot if you used to speak to people. And we also have to understand these other people who don't like speaking to people, who are introverts.
Yeah.
They have their, let them just be themselves. But if you are extrovert, you are speaking to people and you don't want to speak to people anymore, there's a problem.
Okay.
If you're a friend like that, just try to get why don't you want to speak to people?
Yeah.
And how long has been this going on? Because if you don't speak to people, and sometimes people are fighting silent battles nowadays.
It's true.
Yeah. So someone doesn't want to speak because there's no one who is asking them what's wrong. No. Having accountable friends, asking friends what's wrong. Someone doesn't want to speak because no one has asked.
Yeah.
I don't want to bother you with my problems. So you have to ask me.
Yeah.
Then if you ask me, you get to know what's troubling me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rachel, if I can add on what James is saying, is as friends out there, please take a notice of what's happening around your circles with your friends. Yeah, look out for what is happening with your friends. If something is off, mention it. Because introverts will never tell you.
Yeah.
They are always keeping things to themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, so always look out.
Look out to your
and mention to them that is something okay with you? Is everything okay? Just do that for your friends.
Yeah. What I've noticed is that what you're saying is know your normal, or know your friends normal. Yes. So that when they are abnormal, you know that this is a problem. Because as you've said, we have introverts who just generally don't speak, don't talk to people. That's their normal. Yeah. But then that doesn't mean they have a problem. But for people like that, once umedrevondo ukoha, then when they're different, you'll know there's a problem. True. So look out for each other. We've talked about some of the ways would be able to help people who are having mental health issues, or to help yourself if you're having a mental health issue. And we've spoken a lot about speaking up and having someone who can actually help you. And we'll be talking more about that when we we're taking a very short break, and we'll be coming back to talk about that. But for now, I'd like for you to just think through, and we've spoken about the signs, the early signs that would show you that you're not okay. This is the time that you just sit with yourself, think through, and be very honest with yourself. All right? So we're taking a very short break, and then we'll be coming right back. Usiende mbali. This is Afya Clinic, and today we are talking about mental health.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
Hello teens, this December something extraordinary is coming your way.
Lift your voice and say, fill me up.
The Kingdom Seekers Fellowship Nakuru invites you to the December Teens Revival Camp 2025, a week where heaven meets the heart of young people, a time to grow, connect, and experience the reign of righteousness for generational impact. It is happening from 8th to 13th December 2025 at Jomo Kenyatta Girls High School. Get ready for powerful moments of worship, life-changing teachings, and unshakable faith encounters with God. Ministering will be Apostle John Kimani William, Reverend Naomi Kimani, Prophetess Winnie Andrew, Pastor Robert Kavoya, and Pastor Julia Karanja. Pack your essentials: Bible, notebook, bedding, plate, spoon, cup, and personal effects. Registration is only 1,200 shillings, and it is worth every moment. For more details, call 0793 264 024. This December, let the heavens open, let the righteousness pour down, and let revival begin with you. December Teens Revival Camp 2025. Reign of righteousness for generational impact.
Anguka, pu, boboka.
Hey y'all, come look at this.
What?
Pa.
Mtaka cha mvunguni sharti ainame. Utamwambia je kwa kizungu?
Shut up, everybody. Listen.
If you want chamvunguni, you must kneel down for a shot.
What?
You must kneel down for a shot.
Anaye nguruma?
Ni mwanaume. Ni mwanaume.
Transform your sanctuary with high-quality church chairs designed to bring comfort, beauty, durability, dignity, and elegance to the house of worship.
Eshkol Furniture Solutions presents a church chair with a strong frame, crafted from pure virgin metal for exceptional strength and durability, and coated using high-pressure, high-temperature painting technology to resist scratches,
giving the chair a shiny, long-lasting look. This elegant and comfortable chair design comes cushioned with high-density foam, guaranteeing the comfort of every believer during church programs. Available in a wide range of colors to complement your church theme, with the option of embroidered logo for a distinguished touch of identity and elegant look. Replaceable seat covers are also available on order. The chair is built with practical functionality in mind, as it comes with an option for under-seat rack, perfect for holding Bibles, hymn books, or personal items. Its studded size saves space and allows for easy stacking, with protective plastic pads to prevent clutching. It's simple to arrange and offers flexibility for any church setup. Upgrade your sanctuary today with these premium church chairs. Prioritize the comfort of believers, beautify the sanctuary, and restore dignity of the house of the Lord.
Order today on 0757 444 333 or email us at eshkolfurniture@gmail.com. Eshkol Furniture Solutions. Passion for excellence.
At Lynette Krista Academy, we believe every child deserves a bright and confident start. Located in Lynette, Nakuru County, our school provides a safe, loving and nurturing environment designed especially for young learners. Our classrooms are full of color, creativity and excitement, where children learn through play, exploration and meaningful activities. We build strong foundations in reading, writing, numeracy and problem solving, giving your child the best possible start in their academic journey. At Lynette Krista Academy, we focus on the whole child, nurturing confidence, good manners, discipline and positive values. Here, every learner is encouraged, supported and celebrated. We also make learning fun with music, early science, outdoor play and interactive activities that help children grow socially, emotionally and physically. And for your convenience, we offer safe, reliable transport services across Lynette and the surrounding areas, ensuring your child gets to school comfortably and returns home safely every day.
A place where every child is seen, every talent is nurtured, and every voice matters.
Enroll today and give your child the joyful start they deserve. Lynette Krista Academy. A bright future begins here.
If you are looking for a school for your child, look no further. Gresta is the place to be. Thank you. And remember, at Gresta Academy, we don't just learn, we lead.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
All right, we're back. Thank you so much for staying. This is MBCI TV ambapo tunabadilisha maisha by the grace of God. And it's so good to have you here. Thank you so much for staying. We are having a good time talking about mental health. And mental health is a topic that we've talked about a couple of times, but we'll talk about it again and again and again because it's very important. And you know, mental health actually recurs. We'll talk about it. This gonna say evil, and you know, hey. So mental health issues do recur. You'd have depression today, and then it's something you'll solve. Probably in like 2-3 months, something happens, and you have anxiety, and it's something you have to solve again. So this is where we have to keep talking about mental health issues, just to make sure that we are at a good place. All right? And on set, we are having psychologists. They'll be introducing themselves once again. But for now, karibu sana. It's so good to have you here. Speak to us and ask the questions that you'd love to ask. For that, our numbers are very open. That is 0721-105-105 on WhatsApp, 23814, or SMS code, which is absolutely free of charge. We're live on Facebook on MBCI TV Facebook page, and we're live on YouTube on MBCI TV official YouTube page. So on our social media pages, you'd be able to send in your comment on the comment section, and we'll be happy to hear from you. But of course, on all social media pages at Rachel Kahogo, I'll be able to get your feedback as well. So karibuni sana.
Thank you, Rachel.
Once again, it's so good to have you guys here.
Asante.
So for the people who are just joining us, please introduce yourself once again. Say hi to them and tell us where you're from.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Gadoni Jacqueline. I'm with Nakuru Specialist Hospital. I'm a counseling psychologist by profession, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you very much.
Asante sana.
Thank you. I'm James Araka, a psychologist and also a mental health practitioner from Beyond Our Love Medical and Rehabilitation Center. Thank you for having us.
Asante. Perfect. So today we're talking about mental health, and we've spoken about a few things. We've spoken about the signs that you know, the early signs that will tell that you're having a mental health issue. But something that's I feel it's really, really important for us to talk about in any condition that you're tackling is the myths and the misconceptions that surround this particular topic. And so today we'll be looking at some of the myths that surround mental health issues. But before we look at what we have, let's maybe start with you. What are some of the myths, or just one myth, that you've had in your line of duty?
Okay, thank you. So one major myth is mental health is all about witchcraft.
I've heard that as well.
Hiyo ni kurogwa. That's one myth that people having. And also, of course, and other myths are the causes. From the causes.
Okay.
What are the causes? Oh, it's just only substance abuse. No, there's a lot to talk about mental health from the causes. It's not only substance abuse. There's a lot. Yeah. So one major myth, it's witchcraft. Yeah.
Okay. Have you heard about that?
Okay, apart from the witchcraft, it's cultural. Imetoka kwa mila yao. Fulani ilikuwa hivyo, so inanifanyikia.
Okay.
So hata utakiani kuongea na kuhusu hiyo ni kimila yetu. Amerogwa, vitu kama hizo. Cultural issues, right?
Okay. I know we talked about the causes of depression, or rather mental health issues in general, and we'll be just listing them again, so that we know that this is what causes mental health issues, so that we'll know what is and what is not. Yeah. For now, let's take a look at the mythbusters. So on the mythbusters, ya kwanza is that mental illness is a sign of personal weakness. I have heard these. Personal story. Let a chocolate or something. That make it as a chocolate. Hey, what would you say? Is that true?
It's not true. It's not a weakness. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a disease. It's not a weakness.
Yeah.
Like any other disease.
And it's something that can be treated.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Let's take a look at the other one. It says that only adults experience mental health problems. Tell us about it. Now, since you have Kwanzaa agency in the house.
Yeah, it's not only adults.
Yeah.
Even a 3-year-old can be having mental issues.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's because it's in the family, but also it's because of the environment these children are exposed. If it is a toxic environment, mom and dad are always fighting. Mom and dad are drinking. Relatives are always there. The environment hapo where they are staying, kuna kuanga na bar karibu hapo, ama kuna uzango bangi hapo mahali karibu, huyu mtoto ako exposed. So don't assume a 2-3-year-old is not depressed or stressed. They are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear you. On to the other one is that taking medication for mental health is the last result, or it means that you failed. Especially now that you mentioned about issues of addiction.
That's not true at all. One of the treatment options we have for all these mental health conditions is medication. And the medication tailored for each and every condition. And they have worked. They have proved that they have worked. So it's not that taking medication is the last resort. Actually, to some other people, it might be the first line of treatment, taking medication. Then from there, we can continue with other forms of treatment. Other psychotherapies, cognitive behavioral therapies, spiritual therapies, and all those.
At what point do you realize that now you need medicine? Or at what point are you prescribed? Ndio msiende mseme Kahungu alisema mtafute antidepressants.
Antidepressants.
So at what point does the doctor prescribe antidepressants or any other medication for mental health issues?
Okay, thank you. For you to take mental antipsychotics or antidepressants or another medication related to mental health, you have to be diagnosed first. You don't self-diagnose because you will end up maybe taking the wrong medication. So when you said you seek help from professionals, you will go to the hospital, you will be diagnosed, a mental health status exam will be taken, you know, and another tests. That's when you will be prescribed medications. The good thing, these medications are only prescription. They are not over-the-counter medications, especially antipsychotics. So after diagnosis, that's when you will take medication. When you go to the hospital, seek help, you get diagnosed, then from there you can get to start medication.
I'll just read two more of what I have here. And the first one is, the first one is very interesting, especially for us Christians. It says that you can just pray it away or be strong.
Is that saying?
What would you say about it?
No. I mean, a yes and a no. I'm a Christian. I'm a born-again Christian. I love Jesus. But I'm also a medic. Right? We have seen all these signs are there. We've seen, if you've come to hospital, we've looked at you, we've come to a diagnosis. We can't just say, go pray it out. I mean, during my sessions, I usually say, I introduce myself as a Christian because we have to let them know what is counseling, the do's and the don'ts, and if they're comfortable with me praying for them, in most cases they say yes, so we pray. But that doesn't mean I have treated them by praying. Right? And if I see at a point this patient needs a doctor, I just say, I'm going to refer you. A doctor needs to see you. So because we do not prescribe medications, I don't know if psychiatrists do, because they have to, but we don't. So at some point, I have to refer them to a doctor, and I explain to the doctor, I disclose, this is what I see happening. So this patient needs, or this counseling needs medication. So don't just say, let's pray. Of course, pray. And in most cases, they do. But what ends up happening if all the signs there were indicating depression? This person is silently suffering. This person will end up doing something worse. And we say, tulimuombea, Yesu ni Bwana, tukamrelease. Don't do that. If and I'm glad nowadays, even pastors in churches, and they are educated. Look, we educate you what counseling is. And we also indicate these are the signs to look out for. Please refer these patients, refer your congregants to go to hospital, to go to, and in most cases, do you remember earlier when you mentioned that people don't want to, did I mention that people don't want to go to hospital because that means I am unwell? So they don't want to address what is going on. So look, there are centers you can go to. They're there. And I think later on Saturday probably we're going to go know more about where you can go and get help. Go visit a doctor. Go visit these centers. And if they need to, they prescribe medications for you. The antidepressants, I mean, personally say it's only for that time until you calm down. But don't get hooked on them. Usizizoe sana. Yes.
Okay. And maybe the other one that you're going to shed light on is that if someone has a mental illness, they can't work or function normally.
Okay, for that question I can say it's true, and somehow it falls. And this depends on the severity. there are people who can still function,
Yeah.
but there are people who can't really function when they're having these kind of mental health issues.
Yeah.
And it depends which one, because we have a range of them. We have depression, we have bipolar, we have schizophrenia.
Yeah.
All those are mental health issues. So it depends, and also the severity. You know, and there are classifications of depression.
Yeah.
And now that's more clinical. But when you're not so severely affected, you can still work.
Yeah.
But in between, get some off there. But if you have these other mental health conditions, there's no really a good indication of working.
Yeah.
Especially like schizophrenia, you can't work, and especially what type of work.
Yeah.
That's another question. What type of work? No, there are some type of works you can't really do well when you have these kind of conditions.
Yeah.
So that questions depends. It depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the severity
On
and
the severity and what kind of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of mental health illness
And what
as
kind
well?
of yeah, true.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've mentioned the kinds of mental health illnesses. Of course, we might not be able to talk about all that today, but that's why we're telling you, do not miss out on Saturday. We're going to have an amazing time. We'll talk about all these so that you'll be in the know. Yeah? You'll know every kind of mental health illness. Once you see, you'll be able to know, and you'll know what you exactly need to do. And with that, you'll be of help to your friends, to yourself, to the society. Yeah? That's why you don't need to miss this. Okay? Good. That's just a plug in there. Now, I know the time is very much spent, but something that we need to talk about are the treatment options. We mentioned about speaking to a friend, visiting a psychologist or a therapist, which I really hope that you're getting very comfortable with. What are other treatment options?
Besides the therapy, we have these trainings. We encourage people to go for trainings. If they hear on social media, there'll be a training on this. There's facilities that are offering, like now what is happening on Saturday, just plugging into this, plugging into this, because we can't honestly say go to a specific place, because if you're not comfortable with the environment, really matters for your mental well-being. So do a lot of investigations before you approach any of these places. Don't just go blindly saying nimeenda treatment nilisikia. Do your research, find out more. I mean, nowadays with AI, you're able to get information very fast hand. So make AI your friend as well. Google what you're being treated for, what are these medications, what are the side effects, and things like that. Also get to hear from people who have had these issues, and did they come out of it? Was the treatment pattern taken care of well? Did the therapy work? And you see there are different types of therapy. And like sometimes when we say we must medicate you because you're psychosis, but we can also say, look, if you're not, I mean, it's not severe, the exercises we can recommend. I usually go for those because they help the mind to relax, the sensory. Like now, if you live in your own compound, you can do a sensory garden. Like I have one myself. It helps you just relax because of the ambience. The environment also dictates how you're going to heal. If you're able to read and journal, do a lot of journaling. Journaling is also treatment for mental issues. Do a lot of journaling. Music is also a treatment for it's therapeutic. It's so therapeutic. So it depends which kind of music. If it's silent music, Christian music, soft instrumental music that helps your mind to relax, engage with that as well. Just and also have a group where you're able to discuss your issues safely. Have a group where you're able to talk about what you're going through, and then have someone help you go through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's perfect. You know, we're talking about the speaking out or speaking up very lightly, but I realized we love to say it. You know, you can speak to me, I'll speak out if I'm not okay. But when that happens, it's very hard to actually speak out. Or just come and tell me, by the way, siko sawa. It actually has to take someone who is very close to you to say, what's up? you're not doing okay, we can tell that you're not okay. What's going on? And someone that's very patient with you. And that is why I really concur with what you said. If you are close to someone, because you are, and you see that they are not doing okay, please be the first to keep telling them, you know, you can talk to me, open up when you're comfortable, but just know that I'll be here. You know, be that person, be very present, and make sure that we won't hear after like 2-3 months that hata alikuwa tu sawa and then they committed suicide, or alikuwa tu sawa and then they decided to do something crazy. So be the person who will be very patient and be there for someone else. All right? I'd like to ask for us to just answer like 1-2 questions. And then we'll be winding up. And I say, hello, I have a question. I was a pornography addict, but I stopped. But my mental health is not okay. I just see people and I imagine the worst and what I can do. It's very hard for me to stop. Please answer me and help me.
Oh, wow. Please, whoever it is, please seek help. Yeah? I mean, stopping doesn't mean that thing is completely over. You need to seek a professional help. Seek professional help. I insist it has to be professional help, because they will take you through the guidelines. They will take you through the stages to help you come off it completely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And research where to go so that you can get the right help. Yeah. But reach out to us if you're in Nakuru. Come on Saturday. We'll have a group of people who are going to help you. Please, I insist. And we're going to help you discreetly, of course. I mean, with counseling, with therapy, it's always in confidentiality. We're not going to expose you. We're going to encourage you and also give you the empathetic ear that you need to help you get out of it. It's actually one of the most difficult things to come out. Yeah, you might say you have stopped, but it's already internalized. It's in you. So please come if you're in Nakuru. If not, reach out to us. Maybe later we're going to share contacts where you can reach most of us, and we're going to help you walk through this. Yeah.
In fact, at this point, I'd want for us, maybe just before you give your contacts, because of time, I like for you, we've spoken about so many things today, and I know on Saturday we're going to shed even more light on what you've talked about today. But on what you've spoken about today, what would be your parting shot, or what would be something that you'd want to tell the people?
Okay. I would want to tell people, first thing, seek help, especially professional help. And of course, creating awareness about mental health. This would be one of the platforms, and also on Saturday we'll be having other platforms to do this, and creating more awareness and to try to stop stigma, especially about mental health. It's a disease and it can be treated. Yeah.
Okay.
I just emphasize on the same what he's saying. That there is help. My sister, my brother, there is help. Don't suffer alone. We are going to help you. I mean, God is there for you. It's just that you need to seek help. Speak about it. It's the same way you can go to hospital. You're sick with a headache or you're vomiting. Mental health is also a disease. If it is not tackled now, it will finish you. So seek help. There's help. You can get it.
All right. Asante sana. I see we have very many comments. Thank you so much, Patrice. I see you, Chacha Justin, Asante sana from Isbania border, Migori County. Thank you, Nelson. From Mumiat, I see Chacha Justin again. And we'll be answering your question. Okay. Paul Kinothia, I see you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Now, I know we'll be having another session, and as I told you before, is that we have something amazing that will be happening very soon, and that is on Saturday, the 6th of December, 2025. And it will be happening at Afraha, with Mima Entertainment. And now Mima Entertainment has a very beautiful meaning that I didn't know unless you asked. And we'll be telling you about what Mima Entertainment is about, what they're doing, and why exactly they're having this event that will be happening very, very soon. But for now, I'd like for us to get a segment. In this segment, I learn each and every Wednesday from it. And this is the healthy living segment. Now, the healthy living segment just allows us to get to understand something about what you're talking about today, but what you can do to live a bit healthier life. Yeah. Just to improve from what you've been doing. You've been taking water, but you haven't been taking water enough. You know, you've been eating, but have you been eating healthy? So this just helps us to understand what can you do to live a very healthy life. All right? So that has been it. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today we've been having amazing psychologists. We've had James. Asante sana. Once again, you said you're from?
Beyond All Love Medical and Rehabilitation Center.
Where is it?
It's in Njoro, Nakuru. And probably if I can share our contact.
Yes.
Yeah. We have our contact at 07 16 04 05 07.
Take it again.
And also 07 16 04 05 07. And also across all the social media platforms at beyondallove.com.
Thank you.
Yes.
Gathoni?
We are located the Nakuru Specialist Hospital.
Okay.
I have to insist.
Yeah.
Because it's the Nakuru Specialist Hospital, located in Kiondo area on your way to STEM Hotel.
Okay.
Of the road, just like 2 minutes drive or 5 minutes walk from the road. Our contacts are 0700 907 000. I repeat that, 0790 0700 907 000. And you can find us at all our social media platforms.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. That has been good. Thank you so much for being with us today. We've learned so much about mental health. And I know that you're going to learn even more on Saturday. Tutapatana mtakuwa.
We're looking forward to it. We invite you to come.
Asante.
Come, let's have fun together.
Asante.
Karibu sana.
I'll make sure I'll be there. Now we'll be taking a very short break where we'll be getting this particular segment. And as we come back, we'll be coming back with Mima Entertainment just to get to know who they are, what they do, and what will be happening this Saturday. All right? For now, let's get the healthy living segment.
Welcome to Afya Clinic, your trusted source for health and wellness tips. Today, we are focusing on a very important topic, mental health and suicide prevention. It is a conversation we all need to have because mental health is just as important as physical health. Did you know that every year, thousands of lives are lost to suicide worldwide and many of these tragedies are preventable? Mental health challenges like depression, anxiety, and stress can affect anyone, young or old, rich or poor. Key signs to watch out for include persistent sadness or hopelessness, withdrawal from friends and family, sudden mood changes, talking about feeling like a burden or wanting to end life, and many more. If you notice these signs in yourself or someone else, please don't ignore them. They are a cry for help. Prevention and support. So what can we do? First, let's break the stigma. Talking about mental health does not mean weakness. It means courage. Seek help from a counselor, a trusted friend, or a health professional. Simple things like regular exercise, good sleep, and staying connected with loved ones can greatly improve mental well-being. And if you or someone you know is thinking about suicide, don't stay silent. Call your local emergency numbers or reach out to mental health hotlines immediately. You could be saving a life. Remember, it is okay not to be okay. Your mental health matters, and talk to someone, check your friends, and be that shoulder that someone can lean on. Together, we can prevent suicide and build a healthier and happier society. This has been Afya Clinic, because your health is our priority.
All right, we are back. Thank you so much, and I know that you've gotten to learn something from that particular segment. Now, because of Wansemanga, the people want it, the people have it. Yeah, we'll be talking about the in history segment again, but that will be a bit later. We'll just get to go through it so that you'll be able to know what exactly is, what exactly is mental health and why exactly we're talking about mental health today. But as I said before, is that we'll be having the Mima Entertainment team together with us, and I didn't know what exactly Mima is, but it's a very interesting abbreviation. Yeah, and you're having Mother and Ayub, and we'll be getting into that conversation. But please feel free to ask any question if you have any, and also make sure that you send in your comments, and we're happy to hear from you. This is MBCI TV, and of course, this is Afya Clinic. You are getting us as we talk about mental health today. Our numbers are very open. That is 0721 105 105 on WhatsApp, 23814, or SMS code, which is absolutely free of charge. We're live on Facebook and YouTube on MBCI TV, so do not miss out and share the link with other people so that they'll get to learn as well. Karibuni sana.
Asante.
Hey, and asanteni sana for being with us here today. Now, Wasimanga ladies first. Mother, how are you?
I'm fine.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Please, asante sana.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Martha Wanjiku Masharia. I'm the director at Mima Entertainment.
Yeah. Anthony. Perfect.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good.
It's good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Ayub, a PR specialist, an advertiser, a brand manager, and an event promoter.
Amazing.
And that's why we are here today to promote the mental health awareness run and team building event on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, it's under Mima Entertainment. Yes. Tell us about Mima Entertainment.
Okay, Mima Entertainment is a management and communication company. We deal with organizing events, and also generally we organize events.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
The abbreviation of Mima.
Okay, the abbreviation Mima comes from my name.
Yeah.
My name, other people know me as Michelle, which is my nickname from when I was a little child.
Yeah.
So, but kwa ID naitwa Martha Wanjiku Masharia, but I have that pet name of Michelle. So I took Michelle and Martha, I brought them together, and we had Mima Entertainment.
Okay.
Yes.
Why did people start calling you Michelle? Well, like off the topic, but
truly, honestly, I don't know. I just found myself niko na jina mbili, Michelle and also Martha.
Okay.
Yes.
It's interesting. When I was very young, najua nitatoka hapa nitaulizwa maswali mingi sana, but hey, when I was very young, there are people who used to call me Angel Rachel. Yes, because of my dad as well. So at some point, I'm calling Changa Angel, but sijui kaisha kwa nileta kukua Angel. You know, I have so many questions, but hey, so I get what you're saying.
Yes.
You know, every time we talk about mental health, it's usually something that's very at the heart of very many people, because mental health affects each and everyone. Yeah. So why are we having an event, but on mental health? Yeah.
This event, it's inspired by what's happening in the country right now. People are killing themselves because of issues concerning their mental health, and it's only because they don't know what to do about the situations they are going through, and I guess people are forgetting who they are and what they are capable of. Yeah, so this event, it's there specifically to remind people that they are enough, they are qualified, and what they have is all they need to conquer their day's challenges.
I love that. What you have is all you need.
Yeah, what you have is all you need.
Yeah,
yes.
At least you have something.
Yeah. You are enough, you are qualified, your DNA is unique, your fingerprint, your footprint. There is no one in this world who is like you.
Yeah.
So we are here to tell people that you are very unique. You can overcome all the challenges that you have, especially the ones that involve your mental health.
Yeah. Wow, that's very beautiful. I think that is what actually people need to know and believe. I would say the issues of mental health zinakuja from the point of me feeling like, sasa hata nafanya nini? Am I even supposed to be alive in the first place?
Yeah. It's all about the mentality.
Yeah. Okay.
Once tell your mind that you're enough, you can do this, you are good to go. Yeah.
Okay. And Michelle, why is it a run and not a walk. Unajua uli insist.
Okay. Why is it a run? We want people just to have fun. When you run, your body, your body kuna venye tu ina behave when una run.
Yeah.
So we wanted it to be a run and also a team building. Because when we have a team building, at least people will come together.
Yeah.
Different medics will come together to help people as well. So at least pale mtu atajisahau.
Yeah.
And utasahau hata stress zako for some time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are the activities that will be happening on this day?
Okay, we'll be having a run and also we'll be having team building. We will also be having psychologists and also counselors and a lot of entertainment will be there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It will be happening from what time to what time?
From 8 a.m. To around 4 p.m. Yeah.
8 to 4.
Yeah.
So it's an activity of the whole day.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe just give us a run through of what the day looks like.
Okay. Personally, I've been dealing with team building. I do team building and fun activities. So basically, we want people to live in the present moment, because one of the ways to deal with depressions, let me use stress, it's to focus on the present moment, because most people focus on the past, which is already gone, and you can do nothing about it, and they also focus on the future. You cannot change the future, and you cannot predict how tomorrow will look like. So basically what we are doing, we want people to get into the moment. So that's why we are bringing these activities, team building and run. Generally, when I say team building, these are games and fun activities. We shall be having a DJ on set and an MC.
Okay.
So rest assured, the day will be full of fun.
Okay. So all these will be happening at Afraha?
Yes, we'll be at Afraha from 8 a.m. till 4.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Now, I see you have very many partners, and that's beautiful. So for the people, and I know we only have 3-4 days, Saturday. For the people who would still want to come on board and support and be partners, I know you have probably doctors, organizations that are very interested with issues of mental health. Is there a way they can do that?
Yes, you can reach out to us. We are open for everyone.
Yeah.
So mental health affect kila mtu. So we are open for each and every person.
Yeah.
Hatuwezi sema we will want to work with this one and leave this one aside. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We'll be giving contact.
Yes, I will.
At the end.
Yes.
Is it free for us who are coming?
Yeah, the event, we are only charging 100 shillings for adults and 50 shillings for kids.
Yeah.
Basically, when you pay the 100 shillings, you get a bracelet with a mental health message. This can act as a remembrance of the day, maybe in the future.
Okay. So you're basically not even paying. Mngesema tu event ni free, but mnunue band.
Yes, it's free.
Yeah.
Free.
Okay. This is very, very, very affordable. So I don't think you have a reason why you should miss. All right. So make your way to Nakuru, as you've said, is at Itakuwa Fraha Stadium.
Yes.
Okay. From 8 to 4. Wako wa Kenya mnajua hiyo ni 5, so mtajibamba. Okay. So do not miss out. You're going to have such an amazing time. Thank you so much for, making sure that you have these events. Now, for the people who would want to come or they have any questions and they want to partner, please share your contacts.
Okay, for anyone willing to partner or to be our sponsor, my number is 01 17 49 21 81. Yes.
Take it again.
01 17 49 21 81.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Now, of the event kidogo about mental health on a personal level, I see that this event is very personal to all of you. Would you say you have an experience with issues of mental health? Probably not yours, someone you've seen. Would you say you have an experience with mental health?
I would say that I'm here as a victim
of mental health.
Of mental health. Actually, a few months ago, I deactivated all my social media accounts because I needed some me time.
Why didn't I notice? Are we bad friends? My goodness. Tumeambiwa na daktari about friends hapa. We need to do better.
So I thought it was a better way of dealing with the issues that I had. Most of the issues came through work. So I just went back, especially for men. For men, we don't know how to deal with these issues because it's very hard for us to speak up. Another thing I was to say before I forget, now because I'm well, let me know. Speaking up is not, it's not, what do I say?
It's not weakness.
Yeah, it's not weakness. Actually, it's wisdom. Yeah, it's wisdom. Because the moment you speak up, you get someone to help you. So I deactivated all my social accounts. It was just a way to deal with, the situation.
How did that work?
It did. So when Mima approached me and I said, I think this is what now gets me back on set. Because I have to push. I have to push this event. And create awareness that that there is help.
Okay. How would you say, apart from, of course, you had to show up, but what would you say is one thing that kept you going during that season, and how did you come out of that season?
I would say the thing that kept me going is remembering who I am and what I want to do and what I want to do in future, all my dreams. Because the moment you let all these issues get to you, they mess with your head, they mess with your mind. At the end of the day, you lose it all. And also, I would say I had people looked after me, so I was not alone.
Beautiful. Oh wow, we're happy you're back.
Thank you.
No, kikwa hivyo tena ama anyone, please make sure you speak out. It's very important. Mima?
Okay, I'm also a victim of mental health. I was diagnosed with mental health issues in 2019. And during that time, during my recovery time, that is the time that I reflected and Mima was born. Yes, so I've been dealing with mental health issues for like, I think, for 5 years.
5 years is
but I thank God I received the best medication. And right now I'm good. So mental health, ukiwa na depression, si kusema wezi pona. I'm a witness and I am that's why I'm advocating for well-being of your mental health. Because I've been there, I know the pain that is there. I know how people reject you when you're not mentally stable. So it is something very dear to me. And from that time, I started doing small family fun days for the National Police. I've had some few events as a National Police, because even there we have a lot of problems, and thank God we did well. So now we have decided to come out in a big way. Yes.
I love that. I love that. Maybe just share a little bit about your journey and how you got the diagnosis, how you even went to hospital in the first place.
Okay, first and foremost, I started withdrawing from people because, let me say I was kind of stressed. Then stress, ikagrow, ikakuwa depression. So when I got to that state of depression, I started withdrawing from people. I just wanted to be alone, locked up in my house. I didn't want to interact with anyone. After that, I decided that I'm in my house, I won't eat, I won't shower, I'll be just me. Sitaki kuongea, nikazima simu. A lot happened. So later on, somebody, a very close friend of mine, akaniambia, Michelle, hauko sawa. You're supposed to see kuona daktari. Nikamwambia mimi si mgonjwa. I'm good. In fact, hadi ikafika to a point that tukakosana. But later on nikakubali tu. Ikakuja tu nikajikubali. So I went to PGH. Nikaona huko ni kama nitaonwa na watu wengi, ni kama niko wazimu. So I decided to go to the Nairobi hospital. Nairobi Women Hospital hapa 58. So there I was, wakate good care of me. After hapo I was referred to one Dr. Njau ako hapa Gate House, and from there my journey started with Dr. Njau until the day today. Yani nikapona and everything went well.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's such a beautiful, well, an emotional, wholesome, beautiful story in one.
Sure.
Maybe just to tell everyone that is in that season right now that there's hope.
Yes.
at the end.
Yes.
And, you know, this is just that I'm glad for people like you that didn't take very long in that cocoon, because it gets to a point, as you said, unakaa hapo sana, and it gets inakuwa mbaya. Yeah. So we thank God for you, for where you are at today, and we thank God for Mima.
Thank you.
I love to say that it sounds kama Pastor Kahugu, but I love to say that literally everything happens for a reason. Even the things that are really, really negative. That season that you're in, whatever it is that you're going through, it really has a beautiful story at the end, ukiangalia in hindsight, as long as you really connect it with your purpose and what really God wants for you. If you hadn't been in that situation, then hatungekuwa na Mima Entertainment today.
Yes.
Probably you'd have police officers would never get help up to date.
True.
So we thank God that that happened. Yeah. So just a shameless plug. Super Adventures.
Yes.
You mentioned Vivi kidogo as we continue.
Okay. As I said, I'm Maib Karaoke promoter, but I work with Super Adventure Safaris. We organize events in Nakuru. We also organize trips, one-day trips majorly. And we also do trips to other countries. Yeah.
Okay.
We also hire vehicles. Yes,
Mwana
we do.
biashara
Two vans and two buses.
Yeah.
And maybe if you can allow me to give out our number.
Nilijua ayu.
Okay, our number is 0748 501 302.
Okay.
48 501 302. And also, because I now have the opportunity, I would want to thank our sponsors for this event.
Yes.
I will start with Nakuru Specialist Hospital. I would also say, you said it's the psychologist said it's very important to drink water. Our hydration partner, that is Madina Water.
Yes.
We have Prum Hospital. We have, maybe she can mention the rest.
MBCI?
MBCI TV. Yes. We have MBCI TV. Yeah, we have ECAT Media, dealing with all our print materials and media.
We have Jadiri.
We have Jadiri Safaris. Yeah, Jadiri Safaris. And most of
also Rachel, I'm so well. Yeah.
I'm so well counseling center.
Okay.
We have Glory Rehabilitation Center. Yeah, now. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Among many others, Nakuru County.
Yes.
Also Nakuru County.
Yes,
and we thank the CEO of sports, that is Mr. Francis Njogu. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. So that's great. Once again, please share your contacts for the people who want to reach out.
Okay. My number is 0117 49 21 81.
Yeah.
0117 49 21 81. Yes.
Perfect. Asante sana. That has been great. I know that probably like 9 out of 10 people, they have a story of a mental health issue at some point in their lives. And this is why it's important for us to attend this particular event, so that we'd have enough knowledge that we need for what do you do when this is happening. So that is the poster right there. Tumeiweka hiyo place ndo uone the people who will be there, all the sponsors that are there. One entry near 100 shillings for the adults and only 50 shillings for children. In fact, in ya kununua tu band. Yeah. So join, and I know that utabarikiwa sana. Now, there's a statement tumeiweka pale, and I think that's a very beautiful statement. That let's join hands together and say no to depression.
Yes.
Suicide is not a solution. Yes. It's absolutely not the solution at all. So there's help. Find help. Okay? So that has been it. Thank you so much.
Thank
it
you
has
for
been such a
having us.
great conversation.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, and thank you for bringing the psychologist with you guys. They've been such amazing psychologists.
And they'll be there on Saturday. So.
Yeah? Okay, so do not miss out. All right, so that has been such a great conversation, and I know that you've gotten something from today's conversation, but there'll be much more on Saturday, so do not miss out. God bless you. God be with you. Do have an amazing, amazing rest of the day. My name is Rachel Kahogo. Today is on the 3rd of December, so officially, do have an amazing holiday. Sitawambia Christmas just yet. But do have an amazing time this holiday season. Take care of yourself. Remember that Jesus is the reason for the season. All right? So look out to other people as well. Show the love that Jesus would so much want for you to show to other people. Okay? So do have an amazing rest of the day. My name is Rachel Kahugo. I'll see you next week. Same place, same time. Bye-bye.